the biggest shocker of them all. Let's go to the videotape. South Carolina and Duke. Number 7 seed knocks off the number 2 seed, 88-81. The Blue Devils went into the half up 7. Jordan, they led by as many as 10 in this game, but in the second half, South Carolina flipped the switch. They outscored Duke by 14 points. They were led by their star, Sindarius Thornwell. Learn the name, SEC Player of the Year. He had a game-high 24 points. He had help around them. As for Duke, Grayson Allen, he had 20. He had no help around him. Luke Kennard was non-existent in this game. The Gamecocks will now take on Baylor in the Sweet 16.
Gamecocks.
How about that? Frank Martin, who was once a bouncer, who was once an assistant high school coach, who's actually not allowed to coach high school basketball
it doesn't
in the state
matter.
of Florida, but right on his parade. But what a great win for South Carolina. This game was played in Greenville. Will Duke say, oh, well, we got screwed with our seed?
Yeah, and you know what the crazy part is? If there wasn't the whole law with the bathrooms in North Carolina, Greensboro would have been the site where Duke would have been playing. How crazy is that if you think about it? This would have been in the home of the ACC tournament. It would have been all a Duke crowd there. There'd been still some South Carolina
And
people.
Duke wins the game then.
No, no, they don't. Like
I disagree.
I hate that side of it. I think ultimately,
I completely disagree. I think that South Carolina fed off the crowd. They only shot 20% in the first half.
I can see what you're saying, but the purists will say, go out there and win the game. Like Villanova, they shouldn't have played Wisconsin as an 8 seed. If you're the champ, go win the game. Either way, will they have won the game? Sure, but they're not a true champion if they can't win in Greenville against a 7 seed in South Carolina.
Excellent point. You had a tweet that's been getting a lot of love about the SEC. Go ahead. Build your brand.
No, you're teeing me up here. Well, you got to tell my Twitter handle or any of that stuff. At Jordan Cornette. Got a few retweets on this. Not a lot. He's kind of taking a jab at me. But ultimately, what I was saying was South Carolina joins Florida in letting the world know and putting them on notice. There's more than just Kentucky in the SEC. It's not just Kentucky basketball. These teams have legitimate shots to go on a little bit of a run here. The way that South Carolina plays, the way they dictate tempo, the way they defend those long athletes, and they were able to score when it mattered. You look at Florida. Florida's another long team. They really guard you. Florida and South Carolina seem like the same team, and they're joining Kentucky in saying, hey, we talked all this season long about what conference?
ACC.
Good job. I think you're going to let me down there. ACC, one team. One team moves on to the second weekend. SEC, 3 teams.
I was racking my brain because you think of the East
It's
Regional
not much
right
to
now.
rack there. It was probably a real quick trip.
We're excited to see Duke play Villanova at Madison Square Garden. No, we're not. It's not going to happen. Instead, who are we going to see? Wisconsin
It's a gem you racked up there.
play Florida.
Is this
South
bad? Is this
Carolina's
bad for
gonna take
college
on Baylor.
basketball?
It's not good.
Is it bad for college basketball?
It's bad for college basketball.
You think so?
Yeah, Duke is the most polarizing team in all of college
You
basketball.
want the reigning champ potentially going up?
No, forget about Villanova. I didn't mention Villanova.
No, but I'm saying
Duke. You need Duke. You need Duke.
You need Duke.
Now, the next team that has to keep on winning is UCLA.
Why am I here? Can I finish the thought? I'm saying the reigning champ potentially going against North Carolina. That'd be another great storyline. Duke and Nova in Madison Square Garden, yes. But a lot of these teams that are name brands in college basketball are falling away to the wayside.